I actually used to hate Larry Bird.
I hated him. I hated Larry.
I hate Larry Bird.
I really hated to guard.
You was on the court when Doc and Larry got into it. What caused that?
Was an extension of his aggressiveness on the court.
Bird fights Kareem, swings the elbow, and now is yelling at Larry Bird.
You could never back down. Once you do, people look at you different. You had to stand up for everything you believed in, and even if someone playing basketball, if somebody took the gloves off and wanted to go, you had to go. If you didn't, there's no use playing.
Right.
So I run over, we look at the bench, no timeout, nothing. So I run over and I grab the ball. And this is probably one of the most incredible plays that's ever happened against me and that probably I've ever witnessed. From an athletic standpoint, two people being in sync and Bird playing every second. And that's what the Celtics taught us, to play every second, not to play 47 and a half minutes, but to play a full 48. So I grabbed the ball from the referee, Lambier's good foul shooter. I never had taken the ball out. That wasn't my thing, right? I throw it up, Bird sneaks in. I didn't even see him. But the thing I remember the most is that joker. This is the out of bounds line. That joker caught the ball, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, he going out of bounds. That dude did this. Like a ballerina, right? And if you go back and you watch the play, that dude is on his toes. The baseline is right up under his toes. And in my mind, he must have stood there for about 5 seconds because everything was going in slow motion in my mind, right? And then it's a strange moment. I'm like, damn, how you doing that?
Larry was the originator of getting in your face and talking trash. And then you sit there and you go, well, this guy up in my face talking noise. He ain't that fast, he's slow. But he knew how to aggravate you, agitate you enough to get you out of your game.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, "You can't stop me." And I looked at him and I said, "Gosh, boy, you're so confident." He goes, "Confident? No, you're a rookie. You don't know anything." He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. The coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
We had a three-point contest at the All-Star break, and Larry walks in and says, "I hope all you guys in here are thinking about second place because I'm winning this." Excuse me? And he started shooting, and he just didn't miss.
The media begs off with Larry because they're very afraid of him. They're afraid to somehow or another infuriate him. They're afraid to ask the tough questions. He somehow or another has that way of intimidating the media as he intimidated players.
There was a certain confidence you had because, if you ever got in trouble, give the ball to Larry and get out of his way, and he delivered.
The double team and Bird. Larry, fake, ball away.
He had unshakable confidence. If he could get his shot off, he felt like we was going to win the ball game.
As soon as Larry let it go, he virtually turns to the bench and he's looking over like, you should have had more than one guy on me.
The one I really hated to guard, Larry Bird. He was not a nice guy. Matter of fact, there was one game in Cleveland where he was having a pretty rough first half, and in the old days in Cleveland, you walked off the court the same way at halftime, and I kind of puffed up on him and walked beside him and was like, "Yeah, you're 1 for 10. I was like, "That's defense, and he just kind of looked at me and said, "There's 2 halves." And he came back out and hit about 10 in a row on me, and the last one was left-handed, and he asked me if my mother was watching because he wanted to embarrass me. So he was tough.
I actually used to hate Larry Bird, hated him. Because
why?
I was sort of like, jealous of him because he was a regular guy that did everything. He shouted in your face, he had to fade away. One time, I was watching a game, they was playing somebody, and I was betting this guy, and he was falling out of bounds, and he shot that thing over the backboard and it went in. And I was like, and I thought most of what he did was luck, but as I, got older and kept watching, I just knew that it was skill. And, for him to even have his name mentioned in this category with Magic and Michael Jordan just shows how great of a player he was.
And we all know how much we hated them and they hated us.
I hate Larry Bird.
I hated him. I hated Larry. It just went like that. There's no other word to really use.
What I hated about the Lakers, just the way they walked into a building, man. Just like they wanted to think that they were better than us. And that, I think, created that much more animosity.
And then you got that arrogant, cocky Larry Bird trash talking all the time.
And was he really arrogant? Was he really, really arrogant?
Well, yeah, he could back it up.
Brad Daugherty told me this story when he was like second year in the league and they were in the playoffs against the Celtics. Down 1, Larry Bird catches the ball in the deep corner and he steps back for a 3. And before he takes the 3, he's like, oh wow, he's going for the win. He's not going for the tie. And so Brad Daugherty runs out and he head fakes him. And as he head fakes him, now it's 3-2. He hits him on the butt with the ball and then he shoots it at the buzzer. And the confidence that hit him on the butt as he flew by him trying to block a shot, I'm like, there's no more confidence.
The one thing about Larry, though, after a while, he stopped trash talking us because it wasn't going to take effect. But there was one point in that championship, in that first game, I'm running down the floor and he's going, man, I'm getting ready to wear your ass out. So I'm like, what? Okay, I'll get in my best defensive stance. He comes down on this side and he comes off Robert Parrish. And I'm trailing him. Kareem's ready. And this is a play that we had talked about. He comes up, they throw Larry the ball. He catches it. He goes up in the air and I'm right there. I'm about to push this right down your throat. Kareem jumps out and our hands are up. And I don't know how this guy got that ball to Parrish, but he hits Parrish and Parrish rolls in for a dunk and he starts laughing. He looks at me. I told you. And you know what? You just are humiliated by that because it's like he says, he's gonna tell you what he's gonna do. Yeah. And he goes out and do it. So, after that, it was a situation where he never said anything else to me after that because now we started playing him. But yeah, he was the ultimate trash talker. And I'll tell you one other thing. In the 3-point contest, I forget what year it was in the 80s, we're all in there for the 3-point shot. Myself, Byron Scott, Detlef Shrimp, Dale Ellis. You got some of the best 3-point shooters in the game. So we're all in there and they're in there giving us directions and everything. And everybody's like, well, where's Larry Bird? Why is he so special? He can't be in here. So the guy's going and he goes, I don't know. So finally Bird comes in and he's right in the middle of talking. Larry goes, I hope you guys are discussing who's going to come in second because I'm winning this. And he walks out to the locker room. He walks out to the locker room, then goes out there and wins the 3-point contest.
I hope y'all talk about who's going to come in second.
I hope y'all here talking about who's going to come in second because I'm winning this. And he walks out. So he was one of a kind, man. But you know what? It's hard to say, will there ever be another Larry Bird? And it doesn't have to be a white player, but just a player of his caliber. I don't think so, man, because this guy he just had that will to win. And he was a ultimate professional at what he did.
Larry didn't have the speed, couldn't jump, but he could shoot and he could work. He was big, strong, Buford Pusser type player. And he had a lot of skills. He could pass. He was ambidextrous. You had to be like on him. You couldn't give him any space. And when he got high, it didn't matter if he was on him or not.
Talker?
Yeah, he talked all the time. He tell you. Now, I didn't get a lot of it, because I could give it back. He didn't. And, I guarded him half the game, then we'd have Michael Cooper on him. But there were times when he would tell you what he's going to do. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. One of the worst ones, man, this is Larry. He's a white guy from French Lick, Indiana. And I heard he's done this to other teams too, but we had a guy on our team, Mark Lansberg, I think. So we marked the game, and he's going to guard Larry. And so it was a free throw, so Larry was down near our bench. He says, man, you guys, that's an insult, what you guys just did to me. What you mean? That's an insult. He says, you guys put a white boy on me. He was tough, he was nasty, physical. I didn't really like it.
You mentioned Larry Bird. Is he the greatest small forward of all time? Is he
Yes.
two? Yes. So is LeBron a small forward in your opinion?
LeBron can play all 5 positions.
Okay, so you're not counting
So
a small forward.
he's like Magic.
Okay.
So Magic, LeBron over here.
Okay.
Kobe and Michael over here.
Okay.
Larry Bird and everybody else over here.
Can you compare, I'm not saying who's better, can you compare a Larry Bird and a Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant is my favorite player playing now. I've told him that 1,000 times. Kevin Durant is not Larry Bird. Kevin Durant is 6'11" and shoots the ball above his head. So,
But Bird was 6'9" and shot that bitch behind his head.
yeah,
With
while
both
talking,
hands. With jumper,
would just talk shit to you too. I'm
Yeah.
gonna shoot this,
right.
and then I'm gonna go to the other side next time and shoot it again. And he would go, I'm gonna shoot this, and shoot it and be talking, told you I was going to shoot it. And I remember one day he was just talking so much to me. He's go 1, 2, 3. I got 2 quick fouls because you know that means you got to sit down. Somebody else come be a highlight reel and it would worry you. It would worry you. And he can dribble, pass. People didn't realize he was 6'9", so if you thought he was going to lay it up and he would dunk on you.
How much was he, like 230?
Yeah, 230.
Okay.
Didn't he have a game where he shot all left?
Well, I tell you this, Stack, you know how you play defense, you lean, and then they don't do this anymore, but they punt and they do a fadeaway, right? Everyone did it, right? Guys would bang you and then fade away on one leg, try to be like Wilt Chamberlain. Larry would hit you and go like this, and then you would fly by.
Shot fake.
And he'd be like, stupid.
Stupid.
I'm just constantly snapping, saying things like, oh my God, I'm gonna give you 50 tonight. He was like, oh my God, they're not gonna throw you the ball. They're not gonna throw you the ball.
I would have loved to play with him.
Oh.
That's funny.